Oh, those pesky firewalls and intrusion detection systems. So we're going to go through in this particular module and take a look at how we conduct a pen test on network security parameters to make sure that they can withstand attackers' attempts to bypass them. So when it comes to firewalls, my first experience with a firewall was not computer-based. I was building my own home and I was putting in my own central vac system. And I cut through a I-beam, what I thought was an I-beam, to run the pipe out to the garage so that the main central vac system could be there. And when the inspector came out, he said, you cut through the firewall. And of course I was like, no, that's not a computer, that's a I-beam. And he told me that actually the firewall is a way of protecting the home from a fire from within the garage. It's to slow it down. And what I'd done is obviously I'd made a hole in the firewall. So for whatever reason, he had me put a metal sleeve over the PVC pipe through that section of the I-beam. Something to do with maintaining the firewall. And when you think about it, that's what we're doing with firewalls in our network infrastructures. They are designed to protect us from the outside, and yet we have to create holes in them so that we can get services like, DNS or email or web services. But because those ports are open, we still need to put a line of defense around them, or a piece of metal, if you will. Now, it is typically from the outside your first line of defense, besides your end users. But the purpose of going through and testing these devices is, hopefully you would think by now you would understand our concept here, but we're going to make sure that the network can withstand those types of attacks. We'll also try to simulate various types of attacks. You got to be really careful about doing the pen test on the firewall and IDS systems because the fact that obviously it's a live environment, you don't want to take it completely down. My goal here is to see if I can get around it. And I'm going to do that again by just trying all different types of attacks on these different devices. And of course the other reason why we do this is to check the firewall and the IDS policies that they have in place to make sure that they're locked down as tightly as possible while still providing some functionality, right? Because, I could just lock it down so tight that you can't be productive at all. And of course, obviously, we're looking for any type of potential breaches and looking at what can be seen by the attacker if they are able to get past these devices.